Go. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
To another stinking episode of DrawBomb.
Gosh dang. DrawBomb.
It's a DrawBomb.
It's a DrawBomb.
So,
67. I had to get all the way to our Twitch page to figure out what episode we were on.
the 67th. Wouldn't you know it? Which, I think that's a landmark. That's a big one. That's
Pretty
one
big
where
episode number.
I think you're supposed to buy me silver or something like that. I don't know the rules.
Really? That's expensive.
I know.
Silver? Really?
You should have canceled the show at 66 episodes. That way you wouldn't have had to be on the hook.
I was thinking about it. My finger was on the button.
You have a button that cancels the show?
Yeah. You?
Wow. No, maybe we should get like one of those, like, we both have to turn a key type operations installed, because this seems like too much power for one man.
That's probably a pretty good idea. It was really weird when I got it. Like, we started this whole thing, and then the next day a man in a black overcoat showed up at my door with an umbrella, and then he gave me the briefcase and he said, "Hello there. You're not priced this unless you want to cancel the show." Sounded like Alan Rickman. Rip Torn in peace. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't pressed it yet. I'm really scared to find out what happens if I do. I'm worried it's going to be like one of those situations where a random person in the world dies.
It's a trick. You're like, wow, the show gets canceled? That sounds fantastic, but what's the catch?
Right. What's the downside to canceling our Monday show?
Too good to be true, sir.
Gosh. Where do I sign up?
You ever seen that, I don't know if it's a TikTok or a Vine or what, but it's like a meme where like basically the guy has the box and he's like, he opens it and he's basically explaining the rules. He's like, if you press this button, one person on Earth will die, and before he presses it says anything else, the guy just like presses it. He's like, what?
Oh, yeah,
what are you doing, man? And he's like, what? Oh, is I not supposed to do that? And he's like, well, yeah, but no.
That's great.
It's good stuff. We got Leviathan Den in the chat already. Say, aw shit, here we go. Which I think is how the Keenan and Kel show starts. Maybe not without the cursing.
No, they're allowed to curse.
I'm Keenan
and
Kel.
You can say, oh no, hold on. Wait a gosh second here. Am I allowed to curse anymore?
I put the screw in the tuna.
Wait, hold on now. Somebody call the gosh FCC over here because I'm pretty
This used to be a family show. I like how when you do it, you don't even bother to like move your mouth to make it look like you're swearing.
No.
You just stare at the camera.
I have no desire.
That would be far too much effort, I'm sure.
Are you kidding me?
We also got Extra Attack RPG in the chat saying, draw a bomb, draw a bomb. You see, we have the masses are cheering for us.
We got a chant going. You start.
It has already been started by Extra Attack
Well,
RPG.
okay. You continue. It's like a wave,
bomb,
right? Isn't that
draw
how
a
it
bomb,
goes?
draw a bomb.
Okay, no, he only did it twice. You only had to do it twice.
Bomb.
You only had to do it twice.
Draw a bomb.
Oh man.
Wow.
Ian, how have you been?
I'm good. How are you? How are you been?
I are been good.
That's good.
I are been real good.
Any news? From
News.
Chapmania.
That's where I
that you
live.
can inform us of. Yeah.
I live in a commune. It's a
Oh,
cult,
jeez.
really. You know, once I became old
my
enough, I
gosh.
realized that. You
Pick
know,
up a
it's
notch.
as far as cults go, it's not too bad a one.
What's your favorite rule of the cult?
I really like casual Fridays where we don't have to wear our cloaks. We get to wear, you know, more. They're like cloaks, but the midriff area is kind of open. They breathe a lot better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard about those. Those
Pretty
are
fun.
they're cozy, you know, especially on a hot summer day.
When the meteor gets here, we all get to climb aboard and go to paradise. That sounds pretty cool. I haven't quite done that one yet, but I should be any day now. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty excited for you. That sounds pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
Not gonna
I've
lie.
heard a lot of good things about the meteor.
What's the big deal about the meteor? Is it gonna like come by and you guys can see it? It's great.
No, it comes to Earth, and then it speaks to us telepathically. We climb aboard the meteor,
Oh,
and then
meteor
we
doesn't
leave.
crash into Earth.
No. It appears like it will, but it doesn't. And
Okay.
we
What's
all
its
climb
voice
aboard.
sound like?
Well, it's telepathic, so I'm not sure there's an actual, like, I'm not sure there's an actual pitch to it. You know, it just speaks to your third eye. You climb aboard, and then you leave all the non-believers behind.
Okay.
You know, basic stuff.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Oh, do you want in? You want in the cult?
Yeah, I'm sold.
Okay, great.
Do I have to give up anything?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of give up everything.
Oh.
You know?
Like Buddhism.
No, I mean the guy in charge gets all your stuff, and he uses the hell out of
Oh.
it. He's living large.
He does, doesn't he?
He does.
And you're just all fully aware of it, like it's not even a secret.
Right, but I mean, the meteor's already spoken to him and said it was cool. So.
Oh, okay, that's fair, I guess. Do I get to keep my plasma screen?
No,
Oh.
you don't.
Why not?
I don't know. It's there's a lot of pamphlets. You got to do some reading. You know.
Do I get to keep my Xbox?
Yeah, you can keep your Xbox.
Oh, okay, I'm in it still. Wait,
cult-
hold on. Wait. I get to keep the Xbox, but I don't get to keep the TV.
Mhm. Exactly. Enjoy your Xbox
sure.
though. You fold down a stack of papers. You can maybe like set something on top of it.
You know,
go
that's the true ripoff in all these consoles. You require a secondary expensive peripheral in order to use the
TV.
console. Like, what gives?
Game Boy
As
was the
well.
only good one.
Does Switch do that? Doesn't Switch do that? Like, yeah, it has its own.
Yeah, you can play it handheld. Game Boy
don't
was
like
the
that.
only good one.
Game Boy was the Game Boy, the original Game Boy,
Yeah,
is better than the Switch.
the one that after 7 p.m. you can't see the screen anymore.
Do you think they're gonna make Game Boys ever again now that the Switch is basically a Wii and a Game Boy at the same time? But you know, a better
Probably
version
not.
of the Wii.
Probably not. They've combined.
When's the
like,
last time they?
DS. They've been making like the DSs. They made 3DS. It's probably the last one that would be officially like what I would kind of refer to as a modern Game Boy.
How long ago was that? Do you remember?
I want to guess like 2014, something like that, maybe. I don't know. That might not be close at all. Someone in the chat might know. But
Somebody in the chat, Google it for us.
Leviathan Den says,
ahead.
"You guys know any good anti-jokes?"
What counts as what qualifies?
I'm not certain. I want to say it's like any like Norm Macdonald tier joke, where it's just like,
You gotta talk about Norm Macdonald to do it.
yeah, you have to have
Who would
like.
Norm Macdonald?
Ah. It was like he was in the room, right?
Oh my god, I thought he was here. I just started laughing because I was so excited that he was here.
But I mean, I think it's like a joke that's almost pretty much. I think it somewhat wastes your time, and that's kind of what makes it funny.
So like, okay, we're gonna come up with our own. Let's come up with our own anti-joke by the end of this episode. How about?
Sure.
Are you up to the challenge?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Just as a spoiler, it doesn't have to be good. Like it just has to.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not. We're not gonna take it that serious.
I thought it had to be great.
No, like you're fine. You don't have to. It could be the worst anti-joke we've ever heard, but we're gonna make one.
Well, wouldn't
at
that
the end of this?
then make it good?
God, that's right.
Wow, everything's topsy-turvy.
Oh Jesus, this isn't even an anti-joke anymore. This is an anti-my mind. This is a you just MK Ultra'd my brain, dog.
Extra Attack RPG says, "Wow, when did Norm Macdonald get here? That's such a get for you guys." I know.
Greatest guess we've gotten yet.
He doesn't say much. For some
Sounds like a
reason,
duck.
Dude, he's right here. That's such a rude thing to say to our guest.
Ah, it's real red.
He
Quite fantastic, Norm Macdonald, isn't it great?
Norm Macdonald has some funny bits.
He does. He has some great stuff.
There's this one that I've seen him do a number of times. This would be like an example of like an anti-joke. He does these. He's seen him do it a number of times with like different examples, but he basically like lists some story from the news that's just like horrendous, like super like horrible. Like it's basically about a murder, and he just lists in detail like what the whole like how it all went down, the grisly murder, and then he gets to the end, and he's like, basically this punchline is like, "What a jerk!" Like after he just, but the way, I mean, it's all his delivery.
Of course.
But it's funny. He's just like.
I guess an example would be like a dyslexic man walks into a bar, or a horse.
No, you read it wrong.
You walks into a bra. Oh my God, do I have dyslexia?
You might have just found out.
A dyslexic man walks into a bra. Almost did it again. A
did
horse
do it again.
walks into a bar. Several people got up and left as they spotted the potential danger of the situation. Okay, so we're talking like setups.
It feels like
joke.
a classic joke, and then it's like almost like some kind of misdirect, and then it's just kind of it's really not a punchline there. It's just kind of funny because you kind of get fooled.
You know the
trope.
trope. You understand the trope of the joke, and then when the joke doesn't fulfill its end of the bargain, that's the surprise that makes you go, ah!
Yeah. Like Norm Macdonald.
Ian's radio announcer talking about a tragedy then saying a relevant song is up next. It is pretty in line with anti-jokes.
It's true. That's true.
It's accurate. Gosh, what's a song? Somebody throw a song at me, and I will come up with a horrific news story, and then we'll get this great train rolling. Oh, you know what? Got it. No, don't worry about it. I got it. You're listening to DrawBomb After Hours. Today we have a horrific news stories out of Oklahoma saying a freight train has gone off the rails and plowed into a local civic center. Reports are reporting many dead, several tens of people wounded, and up next we have Ozzy Osbourne with Crazy Train. And then that's the joke.
Yeah, yeah, that's an example.
That's
I.
Dun. Unstoppable by that guy with Chris Pine, I think, and Ethan Suplee, and I forget who is the main guy who solves the situation. I think it might be Denzel Washington.
Denzel loves to solve the situations.
Denzel does love to solve all sorts of. Hold on. Who is in? John Travolta took down a train in The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. But in this movie, Unstoppable, they would have wanted John Travolta to stop that train. So what? You're telling me there's a movie now that has the people wanting to stop a train and then wanting to start a train? I don't get it. Make up your mind, Hollywood. Okay?
Leviathan Den just dropped a pretty good one. He says, I'll never forget what my grandfather said before he kicked the bucket. He said, hey, how far do you think I can kick this bucket?
Jesus Christ.
Yes, that's
pretty solid.
That's what they are.
Okay. I got a great anti-joke for you. Are you ready for this one?
Sure.
Shit, I was hoping I could just okay, I'm gonna improvise it as I go. Here I go. You know, I heard the other day. Wait, knock knock.
Who's there?
It's me.
Me who?
It's Ian. Can't you tell from my voice? Yeah, I guess.
Good job. That's usually the response. That's usually the response. Wait, what do you do after that?
You say like, "Oh, I'll let you in." I don't know.
You were the one improvising the joke, not me.
Like, what if I like? Okay, let's try that again. Knock, 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 knock.
Who the hell is there?
Oh my God, dude! There's a whole bunch of rabid dogs. Oh God.
Oh God, there's a bunch of rabid dogs. Ah! Who? Hello? What?
I don't know.
Wow.
Is that an anti-joke? I have no idea.
We're good. Well, it certainly wasn't a joke, so yeah, I think so.
No.
What did Batman
Someone
say to
argue.
Robin before they got into the car?
Hey, put on your seatbelt.
Leviathan Den started the joke, so they'll.
Yeah.
They'll give
Well,
us
that's
some
wait,
punchline.
we're waiting for the answer, but I hope the answer is put on your seatbelt because that's just the safe thing to do. We all know Robin can get a little rambunctious.
Get in the car.
Get in the car. Okay.
I'm very literal with each one of these.
Yeah. What did the Olympic diver say to Rodney Dangerfield before Rodney Dangerfield got on the diving board?
Did the triple Lindy?
Yeah.
I don't know. What'd he say?
I don't remember. I haven't seen the movie lately, so I was hoping you know. Is that an anti-joke?
I haven't done my annual viewing of Back to School.
Okay, good. I'm glad you remembered the name of the movie.
Is that right? I was hesitant.
I think so. That sounds right when you say it. He said, I respect you.
That's Rodney Dangerfield finally got respect.
He finally got respect that day. Started playing a bluegrass tune on my piano.
Yeesh.
That would be pretty anti-joke. I think that would start like branching out into like Dada-esque jokes. Just
Could be.
compiling
I don't
different
really know.
references. Yeah, me neither. I don't know
if
what
that
count
applies
as.
to everything. I don't know if it's just like is that an art thing or can it also be like in other mediums?
Dude, you don't think comedy is art?
Not the stuff we're doing.
I think you're right. I'm gonna draw a car crashing through your window in this picture.
That almost happened recently. It's too soon, man. What did Barack Obama say to Anne Frank? Nothing. They never met.
True.
That was just a historical.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's just a little trivia. Boy, what a road we're going down this episode.
We truly have.
We're like, hey, you know how normally our jokes are so good? Let's try to write bad ones for once.
Yeah. Gosh, did you hear the one about
Yeah, me
did
neither.
you hear the one about the priest, the rabbi, and the Buddhist monk?
No.
No, sounds like it would be quite the conversation, though. Me neither. I mean.
What a strange arrangement of people.
What an interesting collection of individuals.
Yeah,
Their collision.
Extra Attack RPG says, "Do you guys write these jokes?" Oh, brother. Yeah, we actually we get on here about 6 hours before airtime just to write all the jokes.
Action the script out.
And we perfect it. We do a dress rehearsal. We run through the show a few times just to get it right. All these things we draw, we do it at least 4 times before the live show.
Oh yeah, that's why we can do it so fast.
Yeah, we're so fast. Leviathan Dunn says, Brandon, what do a duck and a bicycle have in common? They both move.
Yeah, both have corkscrew vaginas.
They both have handlebars except for the duck.
What?
That's bullshit. I don't accept that one.
I don't. Yeah, throw that one out.
You take that one.
My answer
You
back.
throw that one. I'm just gonna let that one go.
Yeah. Let's never return to that one. Gosh. What did the knight say to the rook?
I'm just waiting for. I'm just expecting all the answers to be done. Nothing because they're chess pieces.
Oh shit. Okay, you're right. Okay, good. You passed the test.
Aha!
If you guys said they had said anything, I was gonna start.
You failed the psychic
calling.
You failed the psych evaluation.
Yeah.
Someone is coming to pick you up.
What's this Rorschach? I'm gonna do a Rorschach real quick. What does this look like to you, and what are they saying to each other? You guys, Brandon,
Where?
passed the psych eval.
Thank God. I ain't going
God,
back.
it's making my head hurt come up with these worst jokes ever.
I know. It's harder than just, failing naturally.
Yeah.
What's green and has wheels? Grass. I lied about the wheels. See, you keep...
Yeah.
Now you're breaking the rules of the joke.
These aren't anti-jokes. These are lies.
Our viewers are lying to us through comedy.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I thought we were a family here.
Now I know.
Now
you get put into this now you get put into this speech bubble right here of our chat window. I'm spelling your name wrong, cause you know what? You're a liar. What do you get when you cross an elevator with a fish?
I don't know. Dead fish? Do you know? Do you have an answer, or you just
No,
expect
I
me to
don't.
come up with it?
I was hoping that you're being flabbergasted by that. Give me
Shame on
time
all
to-
of you.
Shame.
Shame. Hey.
These are rhyme examples. Prime. The subscribers are never wrong. When you cross an elevator with a fish, you quite frankly get quite a thing. That's it.
My God. I hate it here.
You want off this ride?
James,
You can press
stop
the
this
button
crazy
anytime.
thing.
The button's right there. Just you gotta press
I don't
it.
have access to the button.
What's that Ren and Stimpy thing where he's like, the almighty button?
Weren't
Remember
they in
that?
space for that one?
They
Is that
were
the
in
Space
space.
Madness episode?
Yeah. The big shiny button!
I don't remember what the button does.
It erases everything, I think.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Can he hold out? Can!
Space madness.
Ooh. Good stuff.
So, Ian, you've been doing some streaming on your channel. How's that been going?
Oh, God. You know, it's been fun. It's been keeping me consistent and making sure I keep doing work. Because if I'm on the stream, if I like end too soon, I feel guilty because I'm just like, I said I would work today. So it's a good way of kind of keeping me, making sure I don't slack off.
Alright, I like that. Just cheating on DrawBomb, doing it on a different channel. I thought you were a one-channel man.
Oh, you could no, I can. I'm on. I am gosh dang polyamorous with my channels at this point because I have this channel, I got my channel, and then I got Extra Attack.
It's true, you do. Speaking
It's
of
really
Extra Attack,
playing the field. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
you guys did a 24-hour stream the other day.
We did.
All day. How'd that go?
Gosh, it all feels like a blur.
my sleep is still messed up from just, and
Mine
I wasn't
too.
even there that much. I just came in for the graveyard shift.
But that graveyard shift fucks you up, son.
It was difficult, but it was fun.
God.
I had fun.
I had a good time.
Good.
I was exhausted, I think, more than I would be if I had planned that.
Yeah, certainly. Ian did
say that-
improv
Sorry,
his
go ahead.
whole. Ian DM'd and improv his whole campaign. So for like and how long did we go? 4 hours, 3.5. So
4 hours, I think pretty much 5 hours. Like, okay, no, 3 hours, I would say. 3.5.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it was 2 o'clock to 5:30. We about got to.
Mm-hmm.
5:30 might be maybe like 5:20.
By the end, we were done.
We're burnt. I watched actually the end of that again recently just to kind of see how my audio was. I've been like still fine tuning the audio with this microphone. And we were just so done.
Everybody just
by
is
the
like a
end of it.
glazed over look in their eye.
Yeah. There was just no rescuing us.
It
We
went
should
well.
have just
though.
like gotten a bunch of people in England to fucking
Just get a bunch of people in England. That's what you gotta do.
England.
What
They
time
call
is
that
it over
thing.
there in England?
They call it still England still, right?
Jolly old England.
All the old England.
What time is it in England?
I don't know. I think it's like 5 hours ahead of us.
All right,
Would have been like 10 in the morning for them. Nice, healthy.
that's much more doable.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we did a fine job. And you guys raised the money you were aiming to raise, so that's awesome as well.
Very, very special thanks to Mama McCollum. She really pulled through for the team and gave us a huge donation.
I saw
But
that. I was
honestly-
watching when it happened.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
We are very appreciative of her. And it was a good time to be had by all. And boy, howdy, was I. You know, you don't think it would be really that draining to do a goofy voice and pretend to be a character until you do it for like 4 hours.
Yeah, that'll
And you're
do
just
it.
like, oh fuck.
Leviathan Den says, "Sorry for all the bad jokes. I feel bad now." Oh, wow.
Oh, you don't feel bad.
Shouldn't feel bad.
I was having a great time.
Yeah.
What did I oh yeah, I came up with my answer for the fish in the elevator one. Let's do another one.
What was the answer? I'm sorry.
I said it would be quite something.
Oh, I do
That's
remember
for
that
sure.
now. Never mind. My brain forgot it on purpose, turns out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes brains intentionally blot out bad memories as a way of saving the mind
It's
from
trying
having
to
to.
protect me.
Yeah. So here's the next joke of our anti-jokes. What did Santa Claus say to the Easter Bunny?
Ho, ho, ho.
Dude, get out of here, man. It's completely different holidays. What are you doing here?
Well, you didn't say that it was taking place on Christmas.
Well, I know, but that's where the surprise comes from.
Oh, I get
Is
it
it's-
now.
It's preposterous. Okay, let me try that one again. What did the Santa Claus say to the Easter Bunny?
I don't know. What do you say?
Let's go back to my place, because in this scenario, Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny have a torrid love affair, I guess. And Mrs. Claus, well, she's aware. She she's paying back Santa with one of the elves in the workshop. It's really the source of a lot of the gossip at the office here at the North Pole.
My God. What? I feel like I'm being tortured right now. It feels
Let me try
wrong.
one more time.
It doesn't matter how magic the Easter Bunny is. It still seems weird that
it's really weird,
Santa
actually,
is having
when
sex with a gigantic bunny. Well, I don't know if he's gigantic. Maybe he's normal sized. I don't know.
No, that's worse if it's normal size. Let's make it gigantic.
It's okay. It's okay if it's.
No, but it's like I worry for the bunny.
Right.
If they're
The structural integrity of the bunny will be more maintained.
I actually really don't like it referred to as that. Somehow, it kind of got
You
me
brought
in
it
the wrong
up.
place. I know this is all my fault, but
I didn't ask for any of this.
structural and ugh. You make it sound like a. I know it's supposed to, like, it sounding like a starship is supposed to make it sound better, but somehow I just don't enjoy that.
Yeah, no, I don't enjoy it either. I'm suffering,
We're all
but
suffering.
here we are. And then just silence after that. Where do you go from there?
Where do you go from here? It's
Where
the
do you
classic
go?
Guns N' Roses.
Where do you go now?
Wow, 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 where do we
I
go?
think you go to the jungle. Is that right? I don't really know.
I think so. They got
what's
fun and
canon.
games there. I mean, that's where I'd go.
Everybody knows the Guns N' Roses albums are a story about,
That's true.
you know.
Spaghetti Incident. Is
Is that one of their songs? Spaghetti Incident?
I think isn't that an album, or is it like the Noodle Incident, or?
Really? I didn't know that. I don't know their albums.
I think it's an album of covers.
His voice kind of annoys me, so I don't really.
You know, it's a really weird gimmick to try and sell a band on for more than 3 years, I would say.
There's a lot of bands that do that, where their whole thing is like, our lead singer sounds strange.
Yeah.
Some it works better than others, but like, you know, like AC/DC sounds completely bizarre.
Well, AC/DC has had the benefit of having 3 singers die on them. No, that sounds terrible to call it a benefit, but they have had like 3 of their dudes or so. I don't know the exact number. Like die.
Oh.
So then, or maybe some of them just left. One of them
Yeah,
definitely
that's-
died though.
Angus
and
Young,
then,
I believe, was the original.
I believe so. Yes. And you know, so they got to have a new sound every once in a while.
Can you imagine those tryouts for getting the new singer? It's like
For
one after
AC/DC?
another, like. And they're like, all right, great job. That sounded really good. Next. And then you listen to another similar, like, screeching noise.
You feel like eventually, like, you would just stop being able to hear that vocal frequency or that tonal frequency in your ears. I feel like I would, like, it would all just sort of, I would become tone deaf after all of that.
By the end of the day, you'd be like, I can't even remember what normal singing sounds like. I'm trying to think of what it sounds like. I can't think of it.
Somebody play me some R&B, please.
Seems like the
That's-
lead singers are the ones who always die. Is that lifestyle, do you think?
Oh, I mean, in Led Zeppelin, John Bonham was the drummer.
I guess that's true.
Um,
I guess my statement's not really accurate.
I feel like it's actually drummers that seem like what wasn't it the drummer in the Motley Crue as well, or
The drummer in Def Leppard lost an arm, but he managed to
he did.
slip away, and he's still drumming.
That guy is quite the success story.
Yeah, it's rare that you continue to be a drummer after that. Leviathan Den says, let's see, your scream reminded me of the one scream from the Eric Andre show when Hannibal walks out. Some dude in the audience just screams every time, and it makes me laugh every time. Are you familiar with that
It's worth
scream?
looking up on YouTube. I've watched a lot of all of the Eric Andre show except for like the newest season over and over again,
Yeah.
and I do not.
I was gonna say, I assumed you would know, maybe, because I do know that you have watched a lot of it.
Oh hey,
Fine.
should we do the Titanic hand for this one car? I know you've
Oh
already
shoot,
done
that's right. Yeah,
folks in it.
go for it.
I feel bad that you already drew like people in it.
Put it in the back seat, or erase them. I don't care.
Okay.
The people are circles with dots for a face. It's okay if you erase them.
Do you feel like Shaggy from the 90s
Wasn't
and
me.
2000s is the perfect antidote for AC/DC induced?
I don't know. They do like the fake, like Rasta Man in the songs too.
True, but they do have a guy who sings
Yes,
pretty
they do.
well.
The titular Shaggy.
I thought actually I googled it recently, and I think Shaggy's actually the
The Rasta Man.
the.
I don't know if that's
Rasta
the
man.
right way to say it. But I just said.
They've
But,
got the Jamaican accent and the. I mean, he's
Right.
kind of doing. He's like it's a very reggae sort of sound. He specifically is doing, but like it's different than reggae. It's like reggaeton almost, because it's like reggae. There's plenty of singing in reggae, but in reggaeton, it's sort of more long. Like
I
a
personally
hip-hop
like
sort of
Rigatoni.
reggaetoni. That's my favorite kind of noodle.
Mm-hmm.
Reggae-Tony is just a mobster who is in the mafia, and he is super into reggae, so he's just like...
Now
Yeah,
to the
man.
segment of the show. Let's get that poll up in chat. What's your favorite noodle? Throw it up there. Get that poll. Did we set up the polling thing yet? Oh
Do
shit.
we know how to set up polls? Can we do
Yeah,
that
set
yet?
up
Is that a
the
thing we can get going? Because I actually am curious what people are going to vote for favorite noodle.
There's a way we can do it, but we don't have it set up.
Oh my goodness.
I know. It's a grave error.
We
We need
had the
to.
opportunity to fix
What are you
it,
doing
but
tomorrow?
decided to play.
You have-
I'm
you have-
doing extra attack.
Okay. Well,
But
if you have
if
some
we're
free
free
time,
during
get
the
at me.
day-
Yeah, get at me, and we can update some stuff for the page, make some new emotes, add some fun things to the chat. The stuff we've
I
been
get Nightbot set up.
saying we were gonna do, but we haven't done yet. So we'll
Yeah.
maybe we'll get some of that set up tomorrow. That'd be fun.
Be
I feel like the
fantabulous.
viewers would enjoy it to be able to mess with what's going on a little bit more,
Yeah, I agree.
and I would enjoy
and we
it.
can. I would have a lot of fun with that. I think. But yeah, we'll definitely get that.
Everybody's
situated.
Stockpiling lips points with
Yeah,
nothing to
they
use
need
them
to
on
be
yet.
able to
So
use
as soon as we add some stuff, we're gonna be clobbered.
We can set up limits.
Oh well, I'm okay with people using them. I'm just saying, like,
Oh no, I'm okay with
People
them too.
have
But
a-
we should definitely use cooldown.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm giving you the hookup. All right, they posted the link to the thing that they are referring to.
the screaming.
Just gonna take a quick little look. Oh, it's the... Oh, okay.
Am I startled in my frame because I'm about to be hit by a car?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna have the car. You know what? Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot to. But I never actually noticed the guy yelling yes at the beginning.
Did you notice it now?
I guess I will. Watch the show again. Might be because it sounds like they might be using the same applause sound each time.
I'm sure they are. Doesn't
Yeah,
seem like they would mix that up.
It'd be very
out of character.
Keeping in, yeah. Tell me, Brandon, how good are you at drawing cars?
Well, as you can see from the bottom of the screen, not that good.
Have you ever had a desire to get better at that?
Yes and no. I mean, I feel like it's something that is in a lot of drawings, or should be, but I'm always struggle to do it. If I have one to look at, I can do a pretty good job. But if I'm freestyling like I did with these, they come out looking a little wonky. They came out okay though. It's a weird angle too, but
it is a weird angle. I ask because I too am terrible doing drawing of car. I too am terrible at doing drawing of car.
I do not draw car good.
I no draw car good go.
It's just they have to be too like. They're too specific. They have to look a certain way or they look weird. So that makes it difficult.
Yeah.
There's nothing organic about them.
There's a very specificness.
I should just like
geometry.
Practice coming up with a way to draw a very like stylized version of a car, and then just stick to that. And that way, it won't be so painful for me, and it will still look good.
Yeah, you should like just do. We should both. I mean, not at the same time necessarily, but both of us, if we're trying to get better at drawing cars, should figure out maybe how we can sort of symbolize them more.
I like how like example I think of while saying that is like Calvin and Hobbes always has very like cartoony looking cars, but they're very clearly cars.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Definitely good designing.
All artists love to draw cars.
Oh yeah.
It's fun.
Cars, crowds, boats, bears,
Plus,
bees, Battlestar Galactica.
Plus, you know, we're just a couple of guys, so we love cars.
And as a man, cars.
Exactly.
What?
I like how they go vroom vroom.
I love the vroom vroom.
Not to be, you know, not that we want to completely overshadow the beep beep. That part's fun too.
The beep beep is great, especially when used as a song chorus.
Beep beep. Yeah.
Beep beep. Beep beep.
Boy, those
beep, beep,
Beatles.
beep 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 beep. There it goes.
You know, some of their lyrics are pretty nice, and some of their lyrics are. They just feel a little lazy.
Yeah, you got.
Not to critique the Beatles, but some of their songs are just like, fuck it. The Christmas song is like the best example of that, but there's many others.
That's just Paul McCartney though. That's post Beatles. That's when he had already made it.
Well, still, it's terrible.
Simply having time.
The kids sing their song. They practiced all year long. Ding dong, ding dong. That's the song they practiced all year long.
Those are the lyrics seriously of that song?
Yeah, that's you could.
Pretty
This
bad.
is this that song is like if you were in like 4th grade and your teacher was like, "All right, everyone, write a Christmas poem." Like that's what the kids would come up with.
Oh. Pretty bad.
I'm really dragging the Paul McCartney right now, but I'm not saying he hasn't written good songs. I'm just saying that one's
It's a bad song.
god awful.
You know. Write a bad song, you deserve to get, your shit
He knows it.
talked about.
I guarantee Paul McCartney's not like proud of
He
that.
cashed that check.
Yeah. No, I mean, and he's probably still getting the residuals. I hear it every Christmas. I don't know
hear
how
it
that
all
works.
the time.
But so I'm sure he doesn't regret making it. But I can't believe that he's like my finest work.
I've noticed that when I talk to a lot of people, they happen to have the same answer for their favorite Christmas song.
Okay.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
I
Right
think
for the season, I know, right?
let me think for a second.
Yeah, take your time.
I think it's called The Christmas Song, but I like the one, the chestnuts roasting on open fire. Sung by like Frank Sinatra or some assorted lounge singer that like they all took their turn on like the same
Yeah.
10. I think that's the one I
They all
like.
had to release like a 10-inch. Just get that out there for the Christmas season at some
I know
point.
it's a basic one, but I don't know. It's nostalgia. Makes me.
Because I talked. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
No, that's pretty much it. What's the favorite? I really like Last Christmas, but that's just
That's
a good
what
song
I was
in
gonna
general.
say.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the one. I've noticed a lot of people say that's their favorite Christmas song, and I agree. I think that's my
good
favorite
song.
Christmas song.
Listen
It's
to
a
that.
great
Not
song.
at Christmas.
I'd listen to that not at Christmas, and that I can say that about so few Christmas songs, but also it's just very chill. It's like a lot of Christmas songs are like in your fucking face about
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
And that song is just very like the synths are very like subdued.
Leave it
It's a good
to
song.
George Michael. I think that's who did that,
George
right?
Michael.
Wham.
Yeah.
Extra Attack
R.I.P.
RPG says, Brandon, I'm drinking some Michigan hard cider. Oh yeah, where? Is it Blake's?
Sounds like he's trying to
or
fight you.
Is it
That sounds like a threat.
what? Drinking cider is a threat?
he wants to fight you, dude. Like you better
Yeah.
go outside, take your shirt off, and be like, yeah, who dare
He gets very
challenge me?"
violent when he has cider. Okay, Starcut. So I think that's part of Shorts, which is up north. It's like, I don't know. You guys, it probably means nothing to anyone. But Shorts Brewing is what they're called. But they make a lot of good stuff. I like them. Oh, that one you had. That one you had when you were out here, that Flowed or whatever, the super like fruity
I was
one.
about to say
That's
I love that
Shorts,
Flowed.
and Starcut
Okay.
is their cider company, like their sister.
Love me that Flowed.
Yeah, Shorts is very. He says, but they don't sell Shorts here, and yeah, unless they've changed it, it's possible they have because eventually, money wins. I would, but they used to be very
I would,
like
absolutely.
big about being like this is Michigan only type thing. So I'm not sure they really distribute, but I imagine that will change at some point. I mean, why wouldn't it?
I mean, it's just you would think that you would want your beer to be available
Yeah.
to people.
If I was making a product people liked, I'd ship it, and
What gives Flowed?
I think maybe
Shorts.
here's my theory. Granted, if they got big enough, they could do what they want. But my theory is that Shorts, they put out like in a given year, they put out like 100 different beers. Like every like week, there's basically a different one that they distribute all around Michigan. And then like a week later, that one's gone, and there's a new one that. So I think in order to maintain that, they probably can't distribute too far out.
Oh yeah,
That would be my
but
guess.
still, come on, guys.
I mean,
like,
they could ship the like mainstays and stuff,
yeah,
like the stuff that
Like
they make year round.
Flowed.
That one's not one
Just
of the
give us
mainstays.
God damn it, want it again.
Well, just come out here at the same time that you came out last year, and it will be around.
Well, I've done
Or
that
not
twice
last
so
year, but you know
far.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Next time I see it, I'll buy some and store it away.
Please, then we can sell it on eBay for like $1,000. Then we can buy more Flowed.
Wow.
We have to wait till it gets out of season though before we sell it. You know.
This is a good scheme, if I've ever heard one.
Why didn't the Shorts ever think of it?
I don't know.
That's the name of the company you said, Shorts?
Yeah. Yeah, they're a good brewery. I like them.
So, have you been playing any games? Any games?
Lately, I have been playing Outriders. I just beat the main story today.
Nice. How's that? Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun?
Mostly pretty fun. It can be frustrating at times. Some of the mechanics make me very angry, and I yell, and I don't do that for hardly any games, but this one just brings it out of me. There's a lot of like, basically, as you play successfully, the world tier levels up gradually, and once you there's levels, and you can pick which one you want. You can go back if your game's getting too hard, but as long as you're doing good, it keeps getting harder. And so I keep you get like rewards for getting higher up. So I keep trying to push it further, but it's always hard because I'm doing what I'm capable of, which is kind of a cool mechanic for making the game scale appropriately to what you're capable of. But anyways, there's the thing that makes me mad is there's just certain enemies that hit you in ways that they shouldn't be able to, or you get stuck on the geometry of the map, shit like that. I'm okay. I know I'm not really very good at video games, so I'm totally okay with losing because I suck. That I sleep like a baby at night. It's not gonna bother me. I won't get mad. I won't yell at the game. But when I die because the game is not working correctly, then I get mad. And then you have to go back and replay everything, and it's just frustrating.
That can be frustrating because it's you would be having a great time. Frustrating. You'd be having a great time if it weren't for that one thing that's fucking up the whole, that's literally ruining the experience. You'd be like, I'd be having a grand old time right now, and here I am frustrated because I got murderized.
Exactly. So.
By the geometry.
For that reason, I get mad. But overall, good game. I'm enjoying it, and I'm interested to check out the endgame stuff because it looks pretty cool.
I'll have to download it, and onto my Steam.
Oh yeah, you should.
And give it a shot sometime. See if something I would enjoy.
That'd be a good way to do it. One thing I do really like about it, so it's it's like a looter shooter, so it's similar to a lot of the others. But one thing that's really cool is all their legendaries are very, very unique looking, very cool looking. Like Borderlands kind of does it, but their stuff still kind of just looks like more colorful versions of everything else.
Yeah.
And these weapons, they look legit, super unique. Nothing else in the game looks like each one. I just found this legendary gun that's covered in voodoo type stuff. There's all these voodoo dolls hanging from it, and there's this weird scary mask on the top, and the end of it's on fire, and it's just really unique, weird looking weapons, and it's pretty cool when you find a legendary. It might be, I don't know. I've just started to get legendaries because I'm just beat it, so.
Oh, gotcha.
It started getting near the end. Let's try to make this look like butt cheeks on the glass, but I'm not sure it does.
I get it and I love it. I think I'm okay with it looking the way it does, just in case. I think it looks enough like butt cheeks where I get it, and I think it's hilarious.
Well, you're the only audience member that I care about, Ian. So
well, according to this Twitch counter that's right on this movie theater screen right here, also I'm the only person watching it.
We got 3 folks in the real deal.
Oh, well, gosh,
thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, folks.
Fun fact: the 3 people in the chat right now are actually, we've been talking about this a lot, ranking everyone, and the 3 people in the chat right now are actually our 3 favorite viewers that we have. So don't tell the rest, but it's you guys. That's a fact.
We've had this going for a little bit now, but it's sort of it was a little gift from us to you, being our favorites.
Yeah, it was difficult tallying everybody up, but
yeah.
There's one spam bot that always asks me if I want to be famous, and I
love them.
They're up in the top 5 for sure.
Just really keep, it was kind of like almost like a 12 Angry Men sort of situation, except it was us trying to figure out who was our favorites, and that spam bot just kept being like, but that spam bot though.
It's like they keep asking me the right questions, Yes.
They're like looking out for us.
So we're starting a new thing. We're attempting to get our first drawing done in the first hour. And if we are going to achieve that, we have about 10 minutes left. I think we can do that.
Do it. We just gotta color in the screen real quick.
We're attempting to do this because we figure if there's more drawings in an episode, everybody wins.
Yeah. Gonna go great and fast, and we're gonna be doing a good job.
I'm looking at the activity feed, and actually in the since last week we've got a couple new followers. So Jade Brim and Living Dead 02. I think they actually followed us while we were playing Sea of Thieves, now that I remember.
Oh hey, okay, cool.
So thanks for following.
Thanks for the follow, folks. You can't hear us because you're not on the stream, but
They might be.
Oh.
Yeah, we actually just surpassed 100 followers recently. We're a little bit beyond that now, but hit a hundo.
That's more followers than episodes. That's actually not too bad.
Oh yeah, I never thought about it that way. That's actually, I like that. I like to think about it that way.
Do it. We're just gonna think about it from that from now on.
Okay, I'll think about it like that.
Okay, cool. You're doing a good job then.
Wait 1 second, I need to think about it.
Oh no, don't do that.
Yep.
Oh,
there it is. I visualized it. It was everything Ian, you made a grave error putting me on top and you on the bottom in this drawing. It's not like that.
Oh.
It's never been like that. I know you're vying for this spot, but this is my spot down here.
It's almost like I'm not even a real fan. Jeez.
Do you ever watch the show?
I don't think so. Hold on. By the way, do you think I can get away with, as you can tell what's going? Can you tell what's going on with like the censored bar?
Yes, and yes, I think you can.
I think I can get away with. Hold on. There it is. Do you think?
I say.
Do you think they'd let us?
Do it. I'm not scared anymore. Do you hear me?
It's a tail.
Yeah.
I do legitimately worry. We got to finish the drawing quick.
They'd never permanently ban us if they did. It would be like a few days or something.
Well, I hope you're right.
They won't ban and also we just go off there. It'd almost be worth it.
We'll take our business to YouTube.
Yeah.
If we can. How have we got left on our first hour?
3 minutes. If we go over like a minute or two, no big deal. No big deal.
I think we are successful. Cool. Now the real fun can begin.
I'm already having so much real fun. Wee!
Okay, well, when you say it pains like that.
Woohoo! Wee! Yeah!
Oh, please put the gun away. Yeehaw! Do you think when the cowboys were in the Old West and they went yeehaw, it's because they were having a lot of fun riding their horses around?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think anybody was ever taught the phrase yeehaw. It just was a natural noise that came out in a moment of. Captain Cheapy in the chat. Captain Cheapy says, "Hey, my favorite movie." Yeah, it's a good one. I especially like I especially like the sequel. Yeah, or number 2,
Jackass
if
2?
you will.
Oh man. The sequel, what a literal turd, am I right?
Hey.
Ew. Thank you, Captain Sheepy, for joining us. I appreciate it. What's this emoji? Cake. One gun. Gun. Oh my god, I think they're threatening us.
Oh no. What have we done to deserve this?
Food.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to.
No, that's okay.
Whatever. You can color your person with the tail.
Oh shit, I was gonna leave them that color, but...
Okay, you can do that. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
I like how you refer to them as the person with the tail, keeping it very Twitch
What?
appropriate.
What else could it even be?
Is a person
seen
with a
as?
tail. I'm
don't.
glad that you recognize. I was worried that it wouldn't be obvious, you know?
Ian, your drawings are great. It's very clear what you're trying to make here. A person with a tail. And
Person with a tail.
And it's just censored because he's wearing brand name shorts, and we don't want the brand to show up on the stream.
Tell me you haven't seen a reality show where they don't obscure.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was originally thinking of doing mosaic censorship for the turd, but I mean tail. I didn't. I felt like that would take a lot of time.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So tail.
So you said no.
All right. Color your shirt. Doing now. Gosh darn! I think this is done.
I think it's done. Let me
Make
say
sure you
that.
make BG1 invisible. Port.
Oh yeah, I already did actually. All right.
Top of it. I like to hear that.
Let me go ahead, do the thing. Have you ever been to a drive-in, or when was the last time you went to a drive-in? I think it's a better question.
Last time I went to a drive-in was when I saw Kung Fu Panda 2.
I'm trying to think what I saw last. It was some terrible horror movie. It's like Annabelle or something like that. Something awful.
I love a good horror movie at a drive-in.
Sorry if there's any Annabelle fans out there.
Are there any Annabelle? What is that, The Conjuring?
It's a Conjuring spin-off about the doll.
Doll that made everyone quake in their boots.
Like, oh my gosh, that's a spooky doll. Give her own movie. Were you still drawing today? Okay.
What was that?
I didn't know if I was erasing everything and you were still working on it.
Oh no, I was all done.
Okay. Great.
Gosh, spooky dolls.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna draw too.
Okay, cool. Let's draw the spookier doll.
Something we used to do way back in the day that I want to maybe encourage people to do again is when we're drawing something like this, like if we just like right now we're doing spooky dolls, you can draw your own at home and send it to us and we'll show it on the stream.
Folks,
maybe we'll
draw
find
your
out.
own spooky doll.
We'll come out with some we can come out with some kind of like incentives too, maybe down the road for people who join in.
Folks, give us your spooky dolls.
Where are those spooky dolls at? Hashtag spooky dolls. That's so that you can, you know, keep track of it. That's it. Hashtags you see, Ian.
Wait, me? You're gonna send all the spooky dolls to my mailbox?
Yeah, just
send all your spooky dolls to Brandon's P.O. box.
Draw a spooky doll, put it in a letter, and mail it to Ian's house.
Draw.
We'll put his.
I was gonna make a spooky doll.
We'll put the address at the bottom of the screen.
Let me know when you got the address down there.
put it down there real quick. There you go. Just set it there.
123 Butt Street. I almost want to draw these like paranormal investigators coming upon a spooky doll on 123 Butt Street now.
Well, feel free to do that.
But I want to finish the spooky doll first.
What makes it all spooky?
Just sort of being a shoddy facsimile or a real person.
So you said shoddy facsimile? What does that mean? I'm
just
not
like
a smart.
Really hitting that uncanny valley, you know, where it's like it's recognizable as a person, but it's not quite realistic enough, while also it's like it's realistic looking enough, but it's just shy of the mark in a way that makes it deeply unsettling and disturbing.
And also it's haunted as shit.
Haunted as fuck, dude. Yo, that dog fucking held a knife at me, bro.
Dude.
Dude.
Get out the little ghost reader.
The ghost reader? Oh yeah. Beep 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 beep.
Those shows where they're just like, we play back the audio from the room and it's just like, and they're like, now we turned it up and it's like, and they put like subtitles that says like, get out of here. We all heard it.
I heard that. Whoa. And then, you know, I saw this one where it was these dudes would go to like like abandoned places that like were supposedly haunted, and then they just like hang out in these rooms and then go like, "Hey, yo, ghost, how's it going? You scared?"
How'd that turn out for them?
Friend.
They see a lot of ghosts.
I didn't see any ghosts in the 5 specials that I watched that they had released on Amazon Prime.
It's the 6th one where the ghosts show up.
The 6th one? Oh man, see?
You gave up too soon.
Fucking, I could have just really buckled down, watched 6th one.
What's the one? There's one of them on like I think most of them are on like TLC now or something. But there's one where it's basically these dudes just like bros that just like trash talk ghosts, and they bust in. They're like, "Look, show yourself, ghost. What are you, a coward? You coward, bro? Why don't you show yourself, you coward? Fucking." And then like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like bros looking for ghosts.
That's hilarious to me.
It's kind of fun to watch, but they're playing it really serious. They're not trying to be funny.
They're not trying to be funny, but they are, because it sounds hilarious
because it's
to me.
Stupid, yeah. So yeah, I think that's Ghost Adventures is what it's called.
Seriously, it's called Ghost Adventures?
I believe so.
That's hilarious to me.
And they're just a couple bros. Like the main leader is like always in like tight like black t-shirt with like in like the bedazzled jeans, and like he's like that. If any of our viewers wear that, feel free. But I'm just describing a type.
I'm not trying to yuck yums here.
But he's the type of person, and he likes looking for ghosts. One time they did an episode, live episode of it.
What?
And it was way less interesting because they didn't find anything this time. I wonder why.
Do they usually find stuff?
Yeah, things move and tip over, and they get all this audio feedback and stuff like that. And then on the live one, they got nothing.
Did you tell me they got ghosts though in like their episodes?
It doesn't look like you don't see like a.
They got ghosts, guys, confirmed. Oh my god.
Ghost confirmed.
Ghosts confirmed.
But yeah, The live one, what do you know? They didn't see anything.
Whoa, crazy.
What a coincidence. So,
how could that be possible that they didn't see it?
This always... We don't have to discuss this if you don't want to, because sometimes I feel like people end up... You shouldn't talk about politics, you shouldn't talk about religion, you also shouldn't talk about whether or not you think ghosts are real, because I always get into like fights with people.
Oh boy.
Not actual fights, but I feel like everybody else gets in fights. I play it, I feel like I play it pretty chill. I don't like go, no, you're an idiot. I don't, you know, I'm a skeptic, let's say that.
Right.
And anytime I do that, people seem to get annoyed with me. And I'm like, look, I'm not saying that you didn't see what you saw. I'm just saying I've never seen anything like that. And
yeah,
so let's say ghosts and spookums and scaries are real, then I need to like re-evaluate a lot of things.
Right.
So
like that would affect me.
So I feel like I should probably see it myself before I take someone's word for it, right? If
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So that's all. Basically, all I say when people are like, continue to just, I don't know. Usually, I respond with a bunch of it.
You're a heathen, and I wish you would die.
I feel like people take it as like kind of like a, like almost like I'm calling them a liar, which is not at all what I'm trying to get at.
I think there's a lot of things that when you believe in something that's pretty irrational, anyone who sort of challenges that can feel like they're attacking, because, you know, it's like, oh well, this person doesn't believe it. Could I be wrong? No, you know, it's like
no,
that.
That's not possible.
Yeah, it's like that Skinner thing from The Simpsons, where he's like,
no, that's everyone else who's wrong.
Yeah, no, it's the children who are wrong.
That's great. That could be.
But nah, man, ghosts are totally real, dog. What the fuck are you talking about?
Let's throw up a poll in the chat. Ghosts.
Ghosts real.
Do you believe in them scaries? Yay or nay?
Do you believe in swamp things? I think is the better question.
I believe that there are things in the swamp. Is that what you're asking me?
Wow, shit. Got me. A hard time drawing things that are cracked. You know, again, like the right natural crack pattern is kind of tough.
Yeah. I feel like it's easy to overdo the cracks.
Yeah. I probably do.
I usually just try to like do a main like big one, and maybe like a couple like. I mean, sometimes things are way more cracked than that, but like, and then sometimes maybe I'll do like a little like missing chip or something like that. But if you're doing like a porcelain doll, I imagine that could be a lot more cracked.
I'm thinking more like a plastic doll. I mean, porcelain dolls are pretty damn creepy.
Indeed they are. Hey, let's make this kid's toy out of glass.
Right? What a great idea. I can see no reason why a children's toy being made from a valuable sort of like material that shatters into hard shards on impact. Nothing wrong with this.
That's one of those like old styles of making things that just kind of stuck around. Like, I'm sure when it was originally done, it was like, well, what else are we gonna do? How else?
Yeah, plastic doesn't exist yet, so.
Yeah.
We're gonna make them out of wood?
I'm sure that's what was the first. I'm sure that was the first iteration.
Yeah. And you went a little bit different than like strictly a doll.
I went like
a puppet is a kind of doll. The dummy. Are dummies puppets? Aren't that? Isn't that? Okay.
I think so. I think anything that you're kind of like. I think even like a marionette is a marionette technically a puppet, or does it have to be like? Yeah. Okay. So I think anything that you're kind of like animating. Like a
puppet.
Yeah, that's a puppet.
You know, I thought of how to make this creepy doll even creepier.
And how's that?
But
I'm getting some real Toy Story vibes from the claw arm.
Yeah, the claw arm, it was very Toy Story inspired, but I think I might get rid of the claw arm and replace make a little change to the baby. But it would get very creepy.
Well, let's see it then, if you want to do it.
Probably gonna end up being the rest of this episode that I work on this then, but here we go. If I can make a straight line to save my dang life. It's
it's too bad there's not a straight line tool.
What'd you say?
It's too bad there's not a straight line tool.
I know, right?
Previous puppet I've ever seen? That's a tough one. I don't know. I feel like I haven't had many run-ins with scary puppets in my time.
You've never seen like any scary puppets in person?
I have. I definitely have. I'm just trying to think of one that might maybe like stuck with me. Leviathan Den says Superliminal is on sale on Steam. I said that a while ago, but I missed it. Is that what is that? Oh, that's the one with I think that's the one where you're like solving puzzles, but like you change the size of objects in the room to solve it.
Oh yeah, it's like a weird like
perspective puzzle thing.
Yeah.
That actually looks really cool.
That game does look cool. I've heard good things about it.
I should take a peek, see how much it's on sale for. Okay, let's see. Scary dolls I've seen. Let's see. I don't have any off the top of my head. Let me keep thinking. Do you have one that you can think of?
I don't, honestly. I just,
okay. Well, that makes me
I
feel
guess,
better.
you know, I think the puppet or the doll, you know, whichever that scared me the most was the one from that episode of Family Matters, and I'm pretty sure I brought this up before. But do you remember the puppet episode from Family Matters?
Is it the Steve Urkel like robot, or is it puppet? No,
it's a Steve Urkel puppet.
Oh, you've talked about this before, but I don't think I've seen the episode.
No,
is it like a pull string one, or is it a puppet?
It's like I think it's a string one, is that a marionette? Is when it's
No, I think marionette. Yeah, like that. That's a marionette. When it has the.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a marionette.
Okay. Growing up, my neighbor had a Steve Urkel like doll. You pull the string on its back and it would go, "Got any cheese?" But like, the batteries ran out. Okay, maybe that's my answer. The batteries ran out and the voice would get terrifying. It'd be like, because it would just like slow down as it like was losing power.
Jeez.
So it turned to demonic Steve Urkel.
That's horrifying.
Saying, "Did I do that?
Did I do that?"
And then I think we ended up like blowing it up with some fireworks or something like that. You know, as kids do.
That's dope. You really exorcised the demons out of that one.
That's right. I made the world a safer place.
God bless you and your service.
I do what I can. How about people in the chat? People in the chat.
People in the chat.
Any scary dolls that?
Yeah, have y'all been freaked by some dolls?
Or like even like weird old like tchotchkes that maybe like you found in like your grandparents' house or something. It just doesn't have to necessarily be dolls, but just like scary decorations, weird things that are sentimental to some, but are just like, ugh.
You ever opened up a babushka doll with a finger inside of it?
Not yet.
Oh, a boy can dream though, right?
The ultimate prize. Everyone hopes there's a finger. It's like the golden ticket.
Yeah, I got the rotten finger.
Run home, Charlie. Run as fast as you can.
When's the most recent you've watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Probably like three years ago.
Okay. That's actually pretty similar to me too.
It was around when shit. When Willy Wonka died.
Gene Wilder?
Yeah, I feel bad for forgetting his name. He's great. Yeah, Gene Wilder. That was when
I forget his name a lot of the time too.
But yeah, he's awesome. So I was sad and I watched that.
Fair.
It's
I
it plays like an old timey like nurse, not like all the stories that have been like Little Red Riding Hood and shit, like
a grim fairy
tale. Yeah, like it plays like one of those where it's just like cautionary tales for children, and then there's kids basically dying left and right. Although, I mean, they all show up at the end, but they're all still like horrifically disfigured. In various
Violet
ways.
needs to be like pressed in a squeeze machine or something like that to get like herself unblueberried.
Supposed to be juiced.
Yeah. Veruca Salt, cool name for a character though. Good name of a band.
Yeah, I think a band did use that name, didn't they?
They did, yeah. What's your favorite Veruca Salt album?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with their. I might recognize some of the music, but I'm not familiar with their. I'm telling you then.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you have
songs
one?
Either.
You keep setting me up with questions that you. I'm like,
I don't have
I get
answers for either.
I get like nervous because I'm like, oh shit, I don't know this thing that you know about.
I'm just trying to keep conversation going.
Okay, well,
trying to
I mean, you're succeeding
about my
at
buddy
that.
old pal.
We got some comments in the chat. Extra Attack RPG says, speaking of haunted ass tchotchkes, Ashley's mom has a collection of small porcelain clown statues. That's terrifying.
Oh god.
That's,
oh no.
That's yucky.
Yeah.
Well, accidentally just tip that cabinet over and rid the world of evil. Life and Den says,
Oopsies.
my mom used to have an old doll with ceramic black eyes that freaked me out as a kid. I remember when I was very young, I was in the room with the doll looking at it and its eyes dilated. Obviously I was a kid and I probably didn't understand light bending around circular objects like I understand now, but I think about that moment sometimes and cringe. Yeah, that's pretty chilling.
You know what? I thought of the most horrifying doll situation I've been in.
Okay, what's that?
This is gonna sound like I'm making up a stupid story, but I swear I'm not. But, when I was playing Silent Hill 2 for the first time, I was at my grandma's house in Iowa, and my one aunt, was expecting a baby, but I think at this point she'd already given birth to it, but, like, when she was expecting, they had given her, like, a bunch of, like, nursing dolls to sort of, like, practice baby stuff on, like, diapering and stuff like that. But, like, she didn't need these dolls anymore, so, like, because, like, it's the holidays, a lot of people come in, and we all, like, have to, like, pick rooms in the house to sleep in, so we usually got the basement. So we were in the basement, we were playing Silent Hill 2, and then all of these discarded and no longer being used, like, nursing dolls, which are just, like, baby dolls, but, like, for some reason all the arms and legs were, like, popped off and, like, scattered about.
Ugh.
And we were playing the game like, we made the room dark because, the game's scarier if you're playing in a dark room. So we were, kind of playing Silent Hill in a room of a bunch of, like, disassembled baby dolls. Dark. And that was a really interesting scenario.
That reminds me of one. I've heard this same story from a lot of people now, so I think it's just and in fact, I think I overheard that when the battery starts to die, this was a common thing. But I had a cousin that had a Furby, and I remember one time we were at their house, and it was just like in the closet all by itself, and it started like yelling phrases at us from the closet like late in the middle of the night.
Oh my god.
And that was scary. But I've heard that story from a few people. I think they do some weird behavior when they start to die.
I love you.
And it's like, oh god. I think we ended up like ripping its batteries out or something.
Makes sense.
It's freaking us out at the time.
I would also try and rip its batteries out.
Captain Sheepy says, my grandma used to have this cursed-looking doll that she would keep near this lamp visible from outside the doorway the room was in, looking even more haunted, and I'd dream about it. Yeah, that's scary. Like, the shadow is cast over it, and it would be the first thing you see when you walk in. Oh, God. That's like good set design from your grandma. It's really made,
Yeah, seriously.
made it nice and creepy. And always expected it to, like, turn its head at me. Well, I'm glad it didn't. Captain Sheepy also said, I had a Bop It that did that at LMAO. It's just like in your closet. It's like, Bop It! Bop It!
Hold it.
Bop it!
Kill them.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it now.
The audio was distorted and fucked, and it would just do things on its own. It would bop itself.
Oh, ew, dude. Last time I had a Bop It that bopped itself, I had to clean it. Like,
don't kink shame the Bop It.
No, dude, I'm just telling the Bop It. Like, I had to clean up after the Bop It.
Gotcha.
That's
Clean
gross.
it.
That's not a kink shame. That's a messing my house up shame.
Clean it. You just gotta put it in the
Clean it.
in the dishwasher.
Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. Twirl it. Flick it. Push it.
Did it scream when you lose?
Just like, then you all of a sudden you just hear like a
High
match
score!
get lit.
Yeah, just a cigarette sticking out of the speaker of the Bop It.
Yeah. Get out.
Yeah, I was thinking of the best way to do the same joke. Shame. Let's see more comments in the chat. Bop It really was the most cursed toy, even when it wasn't haunted and working perfectly. I enjoyed Bop It quite a bit. I've considered buying one now and just like, I don't know, setting it somewhere where people can try to like beat the high score on it or something. I had fun with it back in the day. I was a kid.
I never had a Bop It myself. I just had friends who had Bop Its, and I would relish the opportunity to play a Bop It.
I'm going over to Kevin's house. He's got Bop It.
Oh,
All right.
Rayman 2.
And then like you come over and you'd be like, "Hey, Ian," and you just like push past him and run over to his Bop It, and then you just start bopping it.
That was definitely the situation that would happen if folks had like the Rugrats PS1 game.
I had that game.
I would have totally ignored the shit out of you and just played your game if we were.
I beat that game, which is, I'm not sure I could do it now. I feel like any of those games, trying to play them now would be like a miserable.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Like, when 3D was still like being figured out, like for video games.
They were just like, oh my god, this shouldn't work, but it is. How's your puppet coming along?
Oh, he's coming. He's he looks pretty spooky, right?
I think so.
Yours? Oh my god, yours has like a bloodshot eye or like a burst blood vessel eye.
Yeah, I thought that would be a nice touch.
It is a nice touch. It's scary, all right. Yours is definitely scarier. Yours is like demon mode. Mine's just like kind of like creepy.
Unsettling. Yeah. Your puppet. There's actually nothing wrong with your puppet. They're a nice puppet, but
mine's dilapidated. Yours contains souls.
Yes. You encouraged me.
Well,
I said this would happen.
You're doing a great job. Another fun. This was more funny than scary, but my cousin used to have I think they were called Teddy Ruxpin. I think that's what it was.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
And basically, I think it was based on a cartoon, but you get this bear, this teddy bear, and it has a cassette player in the back, and you buy these tapes, and then you play them in there, and you read along with like a book, and it will like read the book to you or whatever.
Huh.
But you can put any cassette tape in it, so like we would like put like a Metallica tape in it. It was like the funniest thing.
That's hilarious.
Leviathan Den says, "You guys are doing a great job. All right, good. So
Oh,
we're
thank you, Leviathan.
properly
Yeah.
scaring them. Yeah, thank you.
I didn't fucking ask you, dude. No, that's kidding. So aggressive.
Jeez.
So, okay. So we've talked about scary dolls. Check. Got that off the list. Talked about games.
Are you looking? Speaking of scary dolls and games, boy oh boy, the new Resident Evil comes out soon, and I'm very excited. I want to play it.
I hear the demo's out already.
The demo, they did this weird thing where it's like, it came out on specific days for different consoles. I don't think the PC demo has come out yet, but
Oh, weird.
and you only get it for like 30 minutes, and then it like locks itself.
Just like the Resident Evil 2 demo.
Right. So, yeah, I'll probably play that when I get the chance, but I haven't. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. Is it? I want to play it if it's like its own thing, but if it's just like a clip from the actual game, then I want to wait. I think.
I think it's gonna be a clip from the actual game.
I'll
I think
wait
the Resident
then.
Evil 7 demo was like just the intro of the game.
I feel like that type of game benefits from surprises.
Surprise? Yeah, I agree.
So I don't want to play through a segment of it, really.
I think that's fair.
I can be patient a little bit longer.
I thought that might be the situation. I thought that you might be holding off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be like messaging me about it.
It's funny, I was, you know this, but I don't know if I mentioned it on the show, I probably have, but I've had Resident Evil 7, I've played a lot of the Resident Evils, I like them, but for some reasons, the first person 7 was just like, creeped me out too much. I owned it for a long time and never played it, and then finally, like, honestly, with the new one coming out, perfect timing, but I finally played through it, like a few months back, and liked it a lot. So now I'm excited. But I'm not sure what changed. I just worked up the courage.
You just got the nerve.
Once
I think
you get
you're
like
actually
in the
very
groove,
excited
it's not
for
very.
the new Resident Evil. I think
That
you
is
would
kind of what got me
mention
going,
that.
I think. And once you get going through the game, it's not that scary anymore. It's still creepy, but it's not this. That opening sequence is pretty scary.
I think with like scary movies, scary games, I think the fear mostly comes from like the possibilities of like what can happen next.
100%.
Like when you're playing a scary game, like a scary game is at its scariest when you don't know what it is that's gonna eventually try and kill you. You know?
Right.
So I feel like once you're far enough in Resident Evil 7, you sort of understand the behaviors of the spookiness of the game. You know, it sort of helps you become more normalized to it, I think, at that point.
It was definitely true. That, and I think also once you see them, this is kind of the same thing you're saying, but this applies to movies too. Once you see the monster is way less scary.
Yeah.
Kind of like your imagination does a way better job than anything they can make.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about playing Disco Elysium on the stream. I think that'd be like on one of our, sometimes I play games on, if the viewers don't know, sometimes we play games on the stream like other days of the week. We don't have a scheduled day for it, but when we're feeling it, and I think that'd be a good one to do.
Yeah, I think you'd have a lot of fun with it.
It's like very, very, there's a lot of like role play options and stuff, and I just can kind of go a number of directions with it. I think that'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
Hell, if I could figure out how to set up a poll, people could even
vote on like the
suggest.
next option.
Yeah. Let's see. Leviathan Den says, I'm happy to say that my tonkatsu ramen has been delivered. Now Monday is complete. There you go. Ramen and DrawBomb.
Bada boom.
It seems like a winning combination. I should eat ramen on the stream.
You should. We should do a mukbang.
I think, yeah, people are into that.
Yeah. Have you ever watched a mukbang?
I haven't. Is that like one of those streams where people just eat and then people tip them?
Yeah, you eat, you basically like talk to the chat. It's basically like, it's like what it started from, I think, Japanese streamers or possibly just YouTube video people or whatever, sort of doing those for like people who didn't have someone to have a conversation with.
Okay.
At dinner time, and those like really took off then. So it's like the experience, I think, that really sells for people is the sort of idea of this person sort of having this conversation as you eat.
Oh, nice. I like that. That's,
yeah.
You know, that's way more wholesome than I thought it was.
Oh, really? What did you think it was? Like, I mean, not like, what did you think this was?
I honestly,
sort of,
maybe this is weird of me, but I honestly thought it was some kind of like kink thing for certain people.
Oh, really?
Like just watching people eat.
I mean, with the internet, you know, you can pretty much.
I'm sure that exists as well in a different capacity. But what you're talking about,
I'm pretty sure that's what you're referring to as vor.
Could very well be.
Don't look it up. No one Google that shit, but it's weird. I mean, it's not weird. I don't want to yuck yums, but it's weird, dude.
it's not your yum.
Not my yum.
But yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm nervous to. I've never eat live on a camera. I'm not sure what you never really know what you look like eating. Have you ever filmed yourself eating and watched it back?
I've strictly avoided it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I don't even know what that would appear to be. My friends and family don't seem to be disgusted with me, so that's a good sign. But I don't know for sure.
I feel like if I were to tape myself eating, I would want to have a microphone that didn't pick up. And
you don't want eating ASMR?
No, hell
no. I like eating a lot, and if I find out that I'm ugly when I do it, that's gonna really hurt that joy a little bit for me.
You can never go back.
That's right. Always no.
But if you could get paid if you got like money just for eating food and talking to people,
that'd be great.
Honestly,
I would do that.
Yeah. Heartbeat.
Captain Sheepy says anything can be turned into a kink if you want it to be. I realize that is 100% true, and
100%.
It is, Rule 34 essentially.
Yeah. It's already the reality of the world we live in.
We all got different brains.
Yeah, our brains are just all wired differently, and they're all just a bunch of, synapses and neurons firing and colliding
That's my profound
into each
statement. We all have brains up there, and they're different.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson's Twitter account had a good anti-joke on it once, or it was an anti-science fact. His anti-thing was, if you took all of the circulatory system and nerve endings of a human and then laid them all flat on the ground, you would kill them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good example of an anti-joke right there.
What's with is there a blood stain on your puppet? Did you turn your puppet truly evil to keep them in the race?
It's Strawberry Jane.
Oh, is that the name of your puppet?
Strawberry. Yeah, exactly. Hi, I'm Strawberry Jane. I mean, like rattles. Yeah. Leviathan Dunn says, what do you guys do for a living outside of DrawBomb? Do you have a day job in illustration? Sorry if that's too personal. I freelance illustrate, and I also work in a restaurant. I serve at a restaurant. So I watch people eat, and they pay me. It's kind of like what we were talking about, but different.
Yeah, you like are the reverse mukbang.
That's right. That's what I call myself there.
Reverse mukbang?
I'm like, hi, I'm a reverse mukbang. I'll be taking care of you.
Everyone's just like, what is going on? Because I imagine your clientele is the older variety.
It varies. We have a little bit of everybody.
You just serve a whole bunch of old fucks, don't you?
That's right. I'm like, I come up to the table, I'm like, geez, it's a little past 4 o'clock. Why are you eating, Gramps? Dusty Bones. Fuck you.
You fucking old bitch.
Nah, we're not ageist here.
Yeah. I hope not. We were having that one conversation before the Sea of Thieves stream the other day. That was...
That's DrawBomb After Hours.
DrawBomb After Hours. That was with the cameras turned off. That was the locker room talk, as dirtbags say.
Yep. That's what they say. I'm Strawberry Jam.
Hi there. Oh boy, I can't wait to meet you.
You're my new best friend.
What are you trying to escape for? The show's just beginning.
I'm pretty happy with my doll. He's creepy.
I'm getting there with mine. I think I'm just about done.
Yeah, I'm just about done too. Leviathan Dunn says, my career in electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, but it all plays into the main job that I build lavish in-ground pools for people. Pays a shit ton, but it's hard work. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. You know, I feel like a lot of times it varies, but if you can find one of the jobs where you work really hard and get compensated, you know, fairly, then you're doing it right.
Done it. Yeah. Hold on to that, buddy, old pal. That stuff that's a keeper right there.
My brother is an electrician, but he does not put in pools, or at least he hasn't yet.
Making a mistake.
Do you guys have a pool, Ian?
Yes.
I want to swim in that pool.
I wanted you to swim in this pool, and then the fucking pandemic happened.
I'm gonna swim in that pool, buddy. You just wait. It's gonna happen. Leviathan Den says, I'd like to trade my hammer for a keyboard in the office someday. Those dudes make like $300K a year selling pools.
This is true.
Yeah, you can move from building pools to selling pools.
On the online database. Gotta keep stock of inventory.
There you go. I imagine that, you know, there'll be a time when building the pools is not really feasible. I have to imagine it's hard work, and as you said it was, and at a certain age it would be hard to do. So
I don't like stop building pools, yeah.
It'd be a good time to just sell pools.
Yeah.
Or swim in pools.
Become a professional pool swimmer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Michael Phelps.
He's a professional swimmer for sure.
He is. That's what he does. His claim to fame.
Do that?
Swimming in pools. I don't know. I feel like I would stop at this point if I were him.
Oh, yeah,
how many gold medals does one man need? What do you do with them?
Smoke weed.
Yeah, basically.
I love that poster where it shows a picture of Michael Phelps, like right after he'd won one of his medals, and it says, "Remember, kids, winners don't smoke weed, champions do."
That's funny.
Yeah.
I remember how that was like a controversy, and it's like, what are we mad about?
Yeah, weed, really?
It's like he's winning still.
Russia's using performance-enhancing drugs. This is like a performance de-enhancing. Like, this is gonna chill him out and make him not want to swim more.
And it
if anything,
probably hurts his like lung capacity and stuff. Like, if anything, yeah, it makes him less of a threat. But he's still winning. So, what are we mad about? Wheaties was like, my God, I can't believe we put a drug fiend on the front of our cornflake cereal. I don't know if they were actually mad about it. They probably didn't care. I don't know.
No, they probably don't give a shit.
I don't know Wheaties' stance.
Yeah.
On such matters.
They were probably mad that people were causing a controversy, so now they had to.
They had to take a stance.
Say something. Yeah. I think my puppet, my horrifying doll, just about done.
Yeah, I'm just adding some touches because mine is pretty much done too. I feel like I'm now that I'm coloring this stuff, I feel like I'm kind of. It reminds me of when I did that DrawBomb statue. I kind of like made it look I tried to make it look like mossy and dirty and stuff. That was fun. That was a fun project. I've never really tried to age something like that.
Great statue.
That's a good statue.
That's a good statue.
Leviathan Den says, well, I mean, the next big thing in the pool business is what they call inserts. It's just overly expensive fiberglass in-ground insert with any shape or design you want. They require no liners or refinishing and last for hundreds of years if you take care of them.
Huh.
It's the future of pool. It's the future of pools. I've put in 8 this year so far. They run like 40 grand. This is all top secret pool business stuff, so keep it on the DL. Whoops, I just read the whole thing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry if there's gonna be like pool boys coming for you now.
All the 3 of our viewers are gonna go out and spill the beans.
That sounds pretty awesome. Like that they can be like any shape. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
To make some interesting pool shapes.
The liners thing is huge.
Yeah, for real.
Liners always get fucked up.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Welcome to the Bougie Ian Hour. Sorry, you were saying something? Go ahead.
My liner always gets fucked up.
Yeah. I'll leave him with having a pool. So, I've made...
It's creepy.
Almost done. I like your doll.
Thanks. I like yours.
Thank you.
It scares me. Which I think was the goal.
Going for that.
Now I want to draw the pool themed hitmen that come after you when you talk about the new pool technology that's supposed to be on the.
Yeah, I think we can fit that in, right? We have 15 minutes.
We could have time. I'm good with that.
I am officially done with my doll. Do you notice the one extra detail I put in the vines?
The heart?
Yeah, there's a heart in there.
Is that what you're? Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. I like that. It's a nice touch because it wasn't scary before you added the heart. The bloody heart. Leviathan Den says, literally just dig a hole, put in the piping, run the electric, and a crane lowers in the hole, and then you fill it in. Wow.
Sounds
Easy peasy. Growing up, we had an above ground pool. Like peasants.
Fabian.
No, I'm just kidding. It was nice.
I mean, above ground pools are fucking fun.
Yeah, I have no complaints. I just thought it'd be funny to, like, I'm lucky to even have a pool. I just think it's funny to talk about it like it's low
You're
class.
You're definitely the lower
pool.
rung of the pool world.
You know, I'll take it. It's fine.
All right, I am ready to move on from this drawing whenever you are.
All right, I'll save it as soon as you're ready.
Ready.
Cool. I'll save this is dolls.
I just imagine this thing's arm starts moving.
It better not. It's like reaching for you.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's tied to a pole, you know?
Yeah, I can't get out. You hope.
You do hope.
A new hope. That this doll doesn't get me. My favorite Star Wars.
My favorite Star Wars was... I had somebody come up... I forget what it was. It was at work. Somebody... I don't know. Somebody was trying to make conversation with me and... Like, small talk. It was somebody newer. And she's like, what's your favorite Star Wars? Or she was like, name... I don't know. I was like... I'm trying to remember how it went. I don't want to butcher it. But it's something along the lines of, like, name a Star Wars movie. That you, or name, like, your favorite Star Wars movie. And I was like, Star Wars 2. And she's like, what the fuck? Like, instead of using the titles.
Oh, you just said the number?
Okay, I'm butchering. Here's what happened. I remember now. There was some, like, work that nobody wanted to do. And she was trying to pick who had to do it out of two of us. And I don't know. It was something like name a Star Wars movie or something, and that was how she was going to solve it. And I said Star Wars 2. And she just stared at me. I thought it was really funny. And then, I don't know. I think I said Star Wars 3
You had to
or
do
something.
that job then, right?
Yeah, I did it. I had to do it because I chose bad comedy over just answering a question.
Is that an anti-joke?
I think it kind of is. Yeah, that's an anti-joke. Star Wars 3.
A new pope. Star Wars 3, young pope. Or the one where they get a new pope. Jude Law.
I mean, that kind of happens actually in one of them. The Emperor.
Yeah.
The new Pope.
Emperor's New Groove. Star Wars, the Emperor's New Groove.
That's the one where David's spade turns into Jar Jar Binks, right?
Yeah, he's like, hey, Misa hungry.
Would Jar Jar Binks still be a hated character if it was just David Spade's voice?
Honestly, no.
I think I'd like him a little bit more. The contrast would be so bizarre that I would be like... I'd probably hate it initially, and then over time it would grow on me. Got
Want
some
me to
more...
read Leviathan Den's comment for you?
Yeah, go for it.
Because that way you can work on your drawing more. Here's the thing about above ground pools. When you put a pool... Hold on, I gotta move my microphone closer. When you put a pool in your property, it becomes a structure, so your property taxes go up 25% immediately because it's considered a foundation. Now, when you put in an above ground pool, that doesn't apply because it's a standalone object that requires no zoning permit. So the fact that you had an above ground was the best thing that could happen in the long run for your family's financial well-being.
Hey.
Another cool secret that no one really knows. But you also didn't have as much fun.
Damn it. I knew it!
Bourgeoisie Ian. Wow, you're just learning all kinds of real stuff together tonight. Now you have more useless knowledge to tell people at awkward party situations. Yeah, I mean, I'll be at like the Playmates mansion and I'll be like talking to a Playboy Playmate and I'll be like, hey, so you know,
You want to hear
this
about some cool facts?
Pool right here that Hugh Hefner's got the grotto in. You know, technically this all counts as part of the structure and foundation.
And that's why they'll invite you back to your party.
That's why they let me come. And then the girl's like, do you want me to suck your dick or not?
You're like, I'm not done talking about pools.
Yeah, shut up.
How
did
rude
you
of
tell
you.
me to shut up?
Rude of you to interrupt.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you some important shit about pools. That scenario did not paint me in a good light.
Well, you know, it is very realistic, so
Oh
it
man,
makes you a bad person.
you're making it worse.
No, I'm saying like, that's what you do when you're at the Playboy Mansion, because
Yeah,
we get invited.
talk about pools.
That'd be weird to go to.
Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, strange culture over there.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it's a little bit better now.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like now that Hugh Hefner is dead, like is the Playboy Mansion just like an empty lot now that somebody's trying to turn into an Airbnb?
I imagine it's still used for similar purposes, but I imagine also like some of the things that were probably regarded as tradition, they can be like, all right, let's actually run like
A business.
a business that's not like gonna get us like a million sexual harassment lawsuits.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they actually had issues with that, but
I'm sure. I don't know. I feel like Hugh Hefner. I don't know. I honestly can't say. I guess I don't. I mean, I didn't hear anything, but I also haven't looked into it.
same.
Beats me, bruh.
You know,
I feel like it's almost slander if I start postulating, if I start being like, huh. Oh, I guess if you count the number of blurp blurp blurp, then Hugh Hefner had a blank chance of being a sexual harasser.
yeah, it's not a good thing to speculate on.
No, I feel like it's a bad thing. Yeah, I feel like it's a very bad thing to speculate on.
But Life and Dead, thanks for the pool info. It's actually, I'm not saying that sarcastically, it's actually interesting stuff. Wow, if that pool party scenario you arbitrarily made isn't my life, crying intensifies.
Dog, you went to the Playboy Mansion?
He put in that
That's
pool.
fucking incredible. Way to bury the lead. This is the pool assassin. I see that's you drawing yours, right?
Yeah. Somebody being assassinated with the little skimmer thing.
I like how I called my I called my agency skimmers. And you
Perfect.
are using a skimmer to assassinate.
He says, or they say, no, I literally talk about pools at parties because I'm a loser. That doesn't make you a loser. Everybody talks about their job. That's like we all spend our time doing it. So like, what else do we talk about?
What else am I gonna talk to people about? It's all I know anymore.
You're just normal.
Yeah. Can't talk to them about the latest water cooler shows because those don't even exist anymore because of streaming.
Thanks, liberals.
Yeah, thanks.
This is a Nielsen home and it always will be.
We only do basic streaming cable.
If you don't watch it when it's on, then sorry, you missed it. You'll never know.
This is a NIMBY household. Not in my big what's it? Joke's dead in the water.
You know what else? Dead in the water.
This fellow that you're assassinating skill.
That's actually a good idea. I didn't think about that, but I should have him try to like push him down.
What was your answer?
What's that?
What was your answer?
My answer?
Yeah, you said you know what else is dead in the water?
I was trying to come up with something pool related. I didn't have anything ready to go.
Oh, you didn't have anything?
I do that often.
Right.
I just start sentences not knowing where it's gonna wind up.
I've done that like all the time tonight with all my anti-jokes.
Yeah.
Half of my anti-jokes, I didn't even know what I was gonna say in the next two words. Down. Hey, what do you get across a pool with oil well?
Oil spill.
Sure.
Cool. That was funny. Have you ever considered stand-up? You got the gift, man.
I've got the chops. Tell you what, people can see. If someone were to watch this episode, they could see me try and start formulating what the potential answer for that joke could be, and me just start to color in like the gun and like the hand all the same color as this shirt. Like just completely absent-mindedly filling in the blind. Oh my god. Absent-mindedly filling in the lines.
Watch the gears turn.
Yeah, seriously. Years of war turning.
5.
I don't know. 5.
I have to move this down.
This episode is ending on a bang.
I mean, I enjoyed this episode. This was a
I
good
thought we
one.
did a good one today. Let's congratulate ourselves before we end the show.
Yeah.
I thought we did good.
Good job, us.
High
Pat.
five.
Wow.
We did good. We did our initial objective of...
Yeah, I think this is a good goal to try to get some more drawings in.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the people who watch this show, they deserve more drawings, man.
Yeah, if we draw one thing, dog, that's like a bomb.
They've seen us draw a bomb before, dude.
Dude, like, get real. You know?
I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying.
The same page. Because of draw pile. I'm drawing on the same page.
Hey, that's an anti-joke.
Whoa.
I don't know, what's the line between, like, anti-jokes and, like, just, like, dad jokes? Or, like,
I have no idea.
bad place on words and puns and stuff.
I think at this point, dad jokes have sort of entered anti-joke status.
I think you're probably
Where
right.
people are aware of the fact that they're they're bad jokes, you know? But, like, we sort of get the pleasure out of badness of the dad jokes.
Yeah. Cringy jokes are funny.
Cringy jokes are in now. Cringe is in, folks. You thought cringe was out? Cringe is in.
I thought it was out.
It's in.
Oh,
It's like my belly button.
congratulations. On
Lucky
having
ones.
a normal belly button. You're not one of those freaks.
Little was it known that Brandon was an outie.
I'm a self-hating outie. I'm not outie about my outie yet.
You're still innie about your outie.
Yeah, there you go. That's a funnier way to say it. This writer's room is a success. You really
This is the
workshopped
workshop
it.
right here. That's how they get it done on Saturday Night Live.
About the same quality level of jokes too.
Yeah, I'd say so. They got like 26 people in that room. And we're all just like, hey, how do we make this joke funnier? And there's 26 possible.
And they all go, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I fucking hate this skit. Come on.
The show goes through waves, I think, of quality.
It does.
It's just, and right now it's, I don't know. I hear a lot of people like it right now, but it's not my favorite right now.
Not my favorite. I've had seasons I've enjoyed more. I enjoy some of their new sketches though.
Yeah, there's definitely good ones for sure. And who am I to be just like shitting on people making something that I couldn't do better.
I think my favorite episode so far, of in like the last 4 years or so, was the Alton Sterling one.
Okay.
Where, is that his name? Is his name Alton Sterling?
I don't know. Maybe his name might be. Whoever he is.
Alton Sterling, the guy who got shot. That was what they made. That's not the guy at all. His name is Sterling something. Anyways,
if you remember any of the sketches, you could probably look that up and get the name.
He had two. Yeah, he had two sketches. Sterling K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown. Sterling was his first name. Yeah, Sterling K. Brown. He was on an episode, and they had the sketch about the Nickelback song as like the one woman's last words. And they had one where it's like he's going to his family dinner, like with his fiance's like parents. Like, we just saw Coco. We think it's our favorite 3D animated film. And then he's like, what, are you kidding me? Ooh, the best 3D animated film is Shrek. And then it has like a big blowout fight with them over Shrek.
Shrek being better. That's funny.
Yeah. That was, I think, my favorite episode. They've had some like really good sketches, like the one where it's Papyrus is like everywhere.
Oh, I love that one. That was so good.
A great sketch.
I was actually just thinking about that when we were talking about sketches we've liked recently. I still reference that one quite a bit. Like, whenever I see it. Every time I see Papyrus now, I go, Papyrus!
I know,
like,
right?
Apparently it's stuck with me a little bit.
It's a good sketch. That's how you know it's a good sketch. Same episode with Ryan Gosling. They have a sketch where it's like the Property Brothers, but they have like their long lost brother who's like the sort of like black sheep.
Yeah, I have seen that. I don't remember it very much, but it's coming back to me now that you say that.
I enjoy that one. Here, we're turning this into a whole picture now.
I imagine I'll just color this and then call it.
I'm gonna do a B&W background. B&W is what we in the biz call boo.
Boo.
Boo. Remember that Dexter's Laboratory episode about the pool?
No. I've watched a good amount, but I haven't seen it all. I didn't have Cartoon Network at the time that show was popping off, which is a tragedy. But
you poor misguided fool.
I know, that was like the glory days for that channel.
I think you like cartoons now.
Yeah, I should go back and rewatch some of those that I didn't get to watch when they were on.
So do like the newer ones and then watch Ego Trip or whatever the hell the name of the movie is. Don't go into like the newer seasons because those just didn't have the same magic. You'll notice when it's the newer seasons because it's a whole different art style.
Okay. Yeah, I will watch it. I tend to usually have a cartoon that I'm kind of like going through most of the time. I don't have one right now, so that would be a good one.
Highly recommend. I was gonna start going through SpongeBob on the Amazons. Which honestly, we've been talking about doing watch parties. SpongeBob's on Amazon Prime. I think we could technically watch party.
We could probably do like a watch party where we also draw on the side and just make it like a weird just hangout.
I agree.
Call it the hangout zone or something.
Hang out, hang-a-langin' and
I'm not tied to that name. That's a working title.
Hanging out down the street.
Leviathan Den says, oh, you were about to read it?
Oh, no, I was just going to say we could watch Party SpongeBob, like, legitimately.
I would be down. I would enjoy that. Leviathan Den says, can we draw a pool next month when I resub? And then they wrote, oh, damn, there's a pool right there. Yeah, we knew you were going to ask, so we already started drawing a pool. But feel free, if you resub, and we appreciate it if you do, you can ask for something then, too. And it can be another pool. That's fine. It can be anything. And we'll do it.
This is a fellow who loves pools, though. He sees them day in, day out. He constructs these pools. Yeah, he wants to see pictures.
He wants to see more pools. He loves pools. And
people like you make me sick.
Passionate about something? Ugh.
Ugh. Wait till you become dead and jaded to the world.
But yes, we haven't really been. Most people don't take us up on it, but we offer to, and maybe we need to advertise it better as well. But we're totally down to do suggestions, drawing requests for subs or donations, or if we're just feeling like it, we'll even potentially do it. If somebody suggests something that we think would be fun to draw, we might do it.
Have a good time with it.
Leviathan Den says, I've always wanted a second pool next to my other pool. Yeah, you could, you know, the double pool situation.
That's when you know you're living.
Right.
I've always wanted a double pool. One pool's hot water, one pool's cold water.
I think one of those is called a hot tub.
Yeah, I want one of that. Hot tub.
I want a very small pool that's hot and has jets in it.
A hot tub.
No, I don't want that. I want a very small pool, and I want it to have seats in it, and
still describing
I want to make
a hot tub.
I want it to be very difficult to maintain.
Yep, it's a hot tub.
No, it's a small pool, and I want to make it. You know, it feels good when you're in it, but like getting into it is like it's this hot tub too hot, you know. But then,
you think getting in a hot tub sucks? Getting out of a hot tub even worse.
Usually terrible, yeah.
Like so cold on the outside.
Because then you're out in the cold world after leaving the hot tub.
Yeah, it's like being in the hot tub's like being in a womb.
Too hot in the hot tub. That's speaking of SNL. It was there's a skit from like old SNL where Eddie Murphy is James Brown, and it's James Brown.
Oh, that's
James
right.
Brown's
yeah.
like
burn my feet.
It's like hot tub variety hour, and the whole thing he's just like trying to get into the tub.
Yeah.
Too hot. Too hot in the hot tub.
That's a great sketch.
So, that's a good one. Let's see. Leviathan Dunn says, just so I can say, having a pool next to his other pool, just so I can say to people, I told you to never talk to me while I'm rich. Which does kind of happen with my clients in my line of work, sadly. What a bunch of dicks.
They say don't talk to me because I'm rich?
Maybe they imply such things. Or
I
maybe they
assume
just straight
that,
up say it. You know, rich people don't always have the most tact.
They're pretty, they like to hang out with their own kind, those rich folks.
Is my pool done yet?
Don't talk to me.
That's when you make their pool shape something really insulting.
A phallic symbol.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you get their pool shaped like a vagina, and then you open the pool and you can be like, boy, this vagina's wet.
I was curious where that joke was going, and now I don't know why.
That count as an anti-joke?
It's definitely not a joke, I don't think.
It's not funny.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just. I don't know what that is, but you're responsible for it, so at least you can take pride in that.
At least I can take pride in that. Too hot! Gosh, we really nailed this drawing, I would say.
I like it.
I do think if we do a watch party, we should start with some SpongeBob. I feel like people would love to hang out and watch SpongeBob with us.
I would love to watch SpongeBob, so...
Yeah.
So that works for me. I might just draw
some... We're going to do a SpongeBob watch party.
What did you say?
So let me know when you want to do a SpongeBob watch party.
For sure. We can do that soon. I don't think I'm going to close this whole pool, but I'm going to...
Oh, yeah.
Just do some...
Want me to help?
Like I said, I don't think I'm going to color the whole pool, but I'm just going to try to, like...
Gonna start with this fence here. Gonna color the fence. No.
This fence will be blue, and then...
Each fence.
Sky will be blue.
What's another movie we should watch is we should watch Bad Ben. That's still on Amazon.
What is Bad Ben?
Just the terrible. horror, quote unquote horror movie.
So it lives up to its name, and that's
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh my God, they've made 7 bad Bens.
Wow.
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 Are you the only one that thinks they're bad, or is it one of those like
No.
people like it because it's bad?
Well, I think.
How do they get
So
7?
I'm looking at the Bad Ben page right now for the first Bad Ben movie. It's got 1,000 reviews. It's got 3.5 stars. It's a higher number than I would give that movie. Because see,
Okay.
Bad Ben is this guy just had a bunch of cameras, so he set them up in his house, and then half the movie is he's just walking around talking on the phone through the view of these. It's like kind of doing a Paranormal Activity sort of thing.
Okay.
Guy's just like walking around his house on the phone going like, yeah, I got these cameras set up here. Oh, this new house of mine is so great.
Is he Ben?
And then what was that?
Is he Ben?
No, Ben has a gravestone in the backyard, and then he lures the owners of the home into the basement where they scream, and then the door gets shut, and then that's the end of the movie.
Wow, that sounds great, Ben.
So good. There's 7 of these
That
this
sounds
guy made.
good, Ben. Liza Den
Yeah.
says, most people don't want to speak with you when you're breaking your back. They just want their shit built, and it really does happen like that. With the amount I get paid, I'll gladly have a customer tell me not to speak to them so I don't have to answer their questions. Yeah, that right
Yeah.
there. By the way,
Can't argue with that.
is that Spunky from Rocco's Modern Life in the background? Does
You know, it could be, but it's just a dumb dog. I wanted
Spunk-
to draw a goofy, cute, dumb dog.
it does resemble Spunky, but Spunky didn't even have the little like pointy ears.
Yes. And he had spots.
Sure.
He was a spotted dog. Was he a Dalmatian?
I don't think so. No, he was teeny.
He was teeny, but, you know, like a baby Dalmatian.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I need to look at a picture of Spunky.
Google
looks-
what type of dog Spunky was. He was a wallaby, right?
He's a miniature bull terrier,
Oh.
according
I
to
want to Google what
the
those are in real
Wikipedia.
life. Miniature bull terrier. Oh, look at the cute little
It's like a Spuds
buddies.
McKenzie type dog.
Yeah. Look at the little
I like those dogs.
fellas.
I
like
worry
these
that they're one of
dogs.
those ones that's been like bred
Mutated.
so far that it's like can't breathe. I don't know if that's true about them or not, but they look strange. But I like them. I've always kind of
Yes.
wanted one of those.
Me too. I like these a lot. Maintenance. I'm looking at a chart right now. Maintenance 1 paw,
Oh,
which
so
means I
they're-
think it doesn't require a lot of
they're
maintenance.
easy peasy.
Activity level 4 paws. So he's a handful though. Kid friendly 3 paws. Ease of training 2 paws. Health risks 2 paws. So it's got some health risks, but I
Says-
think that might be the same kinds if you get a pure breed mixed bull terrier. You know, it helps to have a mixed breed because it kind of
I like those ones. They're cool. They're cool
they're
looking.
super cute.
I don't think I've ever actually really. I don't know if I've seen one in real life.
Never have.
Surprisingly, they're not super common dogs. I mean, you see them all
I'd
over
love
in
to
like
pet-
ads and commercials. They're popular.
Yeah.
Like Spuds McKenzie and then Target and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But,
what was that one kids show where the dog Wishbone was that? The
Wishbone,
dog?
no. Wishbone was a Jack Russell, I think.
Oh. Did you watch Wishbone?
I watched a lot of
Was that one of
Wishbone.
your shows?
It was.
And you poor
'Cause
bastard.
that was PBS type shit, and I didn't have cable at the time.
So while I
So
was
you were watching
sitting there
quality entertainment, and I was watching
watching Dexter's Lab,
educational bullshit.
you had to get a
I was
handful of
learning
Wishbone.
about books.
Well, I watched reading. I loved reading Rainbow is my shit as a kid. I loved reading Rainbow.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Reading Rainbow.
And I was like, take me right back. I was like, take me right back to Dexter's Lab. But I gotta ask you, Brandon. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, a couple things. First off, I have this show that I co-host on Mondays.
No way.
It's called DrawBomb. We draw, we tell great jokes. We talk about pools. And
Sounds terrible. I never want to watch that.
Leviathan Den says, never mind. Oh. That dog
Never
looks
mind?
like the little dog from Two Stupid Dogs. I never actually watched that. I'm familiar. I think I've seen the art, but I think he was saying it wasn't spunky. Or he didn't.
I was standing there watching Two Stupid Dogs. You were watching Wishbone.
Ugh. Yep. Also, I feel like I should plug this more often. I have a shop that me and my girlfriend run called Paperbag Creative. You can find it on Facebook and Instagram, paperbag_creative. We make all sorts of fun stuff, stickers and magnets, and right now we have like Mother's Day cards that are pretty cool. You should check them out. Everything's...
Boo! You stink!
Come on, man! I'm just trying to make a living! I don't want to work in the restaurant anymore!
Anyways,
So, yeah.
no,
Go over
but
there
Paperbag
and-
sells a lot of very cool stuff. I highly recommend everyone checks him out. Order some stuff. Buy his shit, guys. Buy his book.
We don't sell any books yet.
I don't have any books yet.
How about you, Ian? Do you have stuff to plug?
Well, oh shit. Sorry. I ruined my joke just now. Well, I was gonna say, well, I do have a thing coming up on. It's called, and you can check it out every. Anyways, check out DrawBomb every 8 p.m. Eastern time. Check out Extra Attack RPG on Twitch and on YouTube or any of the socials. We do new episodes every Wednesday. And also, I check out my streams sometimes because I'm there. I do that.
That's Top Cat Yo, right? That's the
Top Cat Yo.
There you go. Check it out.
Yep, there you go.
Follow it. Go follow it right now.
Go follow it. Go lurk.
You've been on there a lot. You've been on there almost every day, so that's awesome.
Yeah, trying to get like
like
a
to-
thing going, I guess.
If you like to see how the sausage is made, get over there and you can see. Today he was working on animation all day. It was pretty cool.
I made like 2 background beats for the said animation, which took up most of the time, but we got them done. We got most of the sound put in that animation. Coming along, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
On that note, I think it's time to play us off.
Oh,
What do you
play
think
us
about
off?
that?
What does that mean? Play us off.
Means this.
Blah, 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 blah,
You're almost at it. That's the exact same. Well, I guess obviously it's the exact same explosion. You made that
Yeah,
song.
I made the
forgot
song.
that. I forgot that for a second.
That's why I put it in there, is because I can recall the intro theme song at any time.
That makes perfect sense. You should send me that sound as well. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the people in the chat. Leviathan Den,
Thank you so much.
Extra Attack
Extra Attack,
RPG, Captain Sheepy, and anybody else who I might have forgotten. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.